So a couple of days ago, I did this video where I had a conversation, a bookish conversation with a bot, and then tried to stump the internet GD with book characters. And so today, in light of my amazing new phone case, we are going to be doing some bookish quizzes, specifically two. One of them is called You Pick Two. Which of these book nerd essentials would you eliminate? And the other one is basically seeing if you are actually a real reader or if you're a fake reader. And I mean, I think I'm a real reader. What about you? But yeah, let's get right on into it. Alright, You Pick Two. Which of these book nerd essentials would you eliminate? Nobody cares about the description. Alright, which one must go? Eating, sleeping, or reading? So basically there are three options, and I have to pick out of them which one I would be willing to let go of. Out of all of these, I think sleeping, honestly. Oh, whoa, that's actually 50%. I don't sleep that much anyway, which I'm trying to work on. But out of 6,000 people, I really like that they did this statistics thing. Out of 6,000 people, 50% said they would get rid of sleeping. Why are you taking a bookish quiz if you'd get rid of reading? Why does 60% of people say they'd get rid of reading? Alright, the next one is which one must go? Standalones, duologies, or trilogies? And like, I have no preference, I don't care. I'm just going to go with duologies because I love a good standalone that just hits you in the feels. And I also love a good trilogy because we get a lot of time with these characters. There's a lot of time to set up this world. And duologies aren't bad either, but out of these three, I would not go with them. So let's see what people thought. Yet again, I'm in the majority. 50% out of 6,000 people said they'd go with that. And it was literally a tie between standalones and trilogies. So right now, it seems like me and the majority of readers are on the same page. Alright, which one must go? The Hunger Games, Divergent, or Twilight? I've only read the Hunger Games. I'm never going to read Divergent or Twilight. I might read Divergent, but like people say it gets bad, like bad, real bad, after the first book. So I don't know if I really want to. I do have it on my shelves, but that's because I got it at like my community center. They did this thing where you could just donate books and then other people could take them for free. So I just took Divergent because like I'd heard of it. So I'm just gonna go with Twilight because I'm never going to read that book. And I'm getting the majority, 60% of people. Most people who voted Twilight have probably read it. So that's not a good sign. Yeah, I'm not gonna read Twilight. Alright, which one must go? Great writing, great plot, or great characters? Okay, this is a good one. I think out of these I'd go with great writing. This is actually really hard. Obviously you want great characters to propel the story. So I don't think I'm going to remove the characters, but between plot and writing, I mean, if you have a good plot but trash writing, then you haven't conveyed a good story. But if you have great writing but no plot, then you don't have a story. So it's a really like interesting question. But I feel like we could make it a character-driven story if we didn't have plot, but we have great writing and characters. I mean, Looking for Alaska is my favorite book of all time, and it doesn't really have a plot. So I'll just go with the great plot, and oh, I am not in the majority. Great I can see how that makes sense. I mean, you don't really need amazing writing to convey and write an amazing story. I mean, so many of the books I enjoy don't have the best writing in the world, but personally for me, like, the reason I like John Green so much is that he is just such a poetic writer. And just, like, I don't mean great writing is just, like, when you add details and it's, like, very poetic. Great writing can mean something different for every particular book. But, yeah, it's trying with great plot, but, yeah. Everyone wants great characters except for 19% out of 5,872. Oh! Which one must go? Bookstagram, Booktube, or book blogs? This is going to be a controversial opinion. And like, I love Booktube, obviously. I love book blogs. I'm trying to make one. I love Bookstagram. I have a Bookstagram. Follow me there. But out of these, I don't know which one I would want to remove. This is definitely really hard. I'm really interested to see what people said. If it's, I'm gonna go with Bookstagram. I don't really have a reason. Book blogs. I see on my Twitter that book blogs are underappreciated, and it shows. 40% of 5,820 people think that book blogs should go. Book blogs are amazing. They're talking about words in literal words. and it takes so much work to create them. Like, it doesn't look that hard, but when you actually have to create one and design one and consistently write for one, it is a very, very hard, especially since they're underappreciated in the book community. And I don't know why I went with Bookstagram. I didn't know what to go with. And out of all of them, I feel like it's the least necessary. It's like you could transfer it. There's no good answer. Alright, a comfy chair, a cozy blanket, or a steaming mug of tea. I don't drink tea. I don't drink tea.
I don't drink tea.
Whoa, 70% of people. Yeah, I don't drink tea. But if it was between a cozy blanket and a comfy chair, which both got 15%, I would probably remove the cozy blanket, because if I have a cozy blanket but the place where I'm sitting isn't comfy, then there's no point. Alright, which one? Let's go. Fantasy, sci-fi, or dystopia? And I'm going to go with sci-fi. It is the genre that I read least out of like all the genres. No, I don't read that much like thriller or like mystery or suspense. And yeah, 53% of people agree with me because this is Epic Reads, and I feel like Epic Reads is most known for YA. But yeah, I really like dystopia. The Hunger Games was a really good dystopian book, and obviously some of my favorite books are fantasy. Woo! I am going to go with historical, because I like a good mystery. I like a book that can keep me thrilled and keep me glued onto the pages with like not knowing what's going to happen next. You know what? Historical leads by a bunch. Okay, so I went to romance because most romance books have love triangles, and when a romance is done good, I love it. Like, I'm not a hater of romance. I just hate love triangles because they're badly written. And I want to get more into the historical fiction genre because the books I have read of it have been really good. And I've been saying I want to get into the historical fiction genre, but I just haven't. So yeah. Alright, so the next one is which one must go? A book that made me laugh, a book that made me cry, or a book that made me swoon. A book that made me swoon. I don't swoon for characters. I think I mentioned this in my mid-year book freakout tag. Like, I don't like have fictional crushes. I don't really do that. Like, I like romances, but I don't think that's what this question is saying. But if it was between books that make me laugh and a book that make me cry, I would definitely remove a book that makes me laugh because I just want to get all in the emotions. While I love positivity, I also love crying over and caring so much about fictional characters. Alright, these are controversial. Which one must go? Physical books, ebooks, audiobooks? Alright, so for me, personally, I'm going to go with ebooks just because even though I haven't read an ebook or an audiobook in my life, I just feel like I'm never going to really get into the ebook genre. I don't think I'm ever going to really get into Kindle and all of that. I'm either going to read a book physically or I'm going to listen to one. And I just think ebook is the least fitting for me. But yeah. Alright, so your next one is epic villain, perfect romance, or killer plot twist. Alright, so obviously we want a perfect romance. That's literally the brand of this channel now. It's between an epic villain and a killer plot twist. So I'm going to go with killer plot twist because that's only one aspect of the story. But if we have an epic villain and a perfect romance, we can have that great story for pages upon books upon books upon, you know what I'm saying. So if we have one killer plot twist, like, even though it's going to come out of nowhere and kill me, it'll just be one aspect in the story. Oh, people don't want perfect romances. They want bad romances. By perfect romance, I don't mean one that's like going to be like where nothing is going to go wrong. By perfect romance, I mean one that's like I could see the chemistry between these characters and you can see that they are fit for each other, that they love each other, but that also they have some conflicts between each other, some things that they don't see eye to eye. By perfect romance, I don't mean a romance that like is literally perfect. That's not a thing. Alright, enemies to lovers, soulmates, or friends to lovers. Like, obviously I love enemies to lovers. Like, it's one of my favorite tropes. You can watch my no trope book tag to know why. And then friends to lovers, I mean, most times lovers are friends in the first place. So out of those, soulmates will have to go. And most people agree with me. Alright, so the next one is prequels, sequels, or spin-offs. And I'm going to go with why would I remove sequels? I love sequels. No. So either spin-offs or prequels. I'm going to go spin-offs because a good prequel can be really helpful and really just help us learn more about the original story or about the world or about a minor character or about Coriolanus Snow. And then spin-offs, mostly they just aren't that good. Alright, so which one must go? Theatrical film adaptations, streaming film adaptations, and TV series adaptations. I'm going to go with streaming film adaptations because I want that theater experience. I still haven't watched a book to movie adaptation. I really want to do that. I feel like that would be a lot of fun. And then TV series adaptations, it just sounds so cool. I still need to watch Love, Victor. When I get Hulu, I will definitely be watching Love, Victor first thing. Alright, so your next one is The Immortal Instruments, The Infernal Devices, and The Dark Artifices. I have not read any book set in the Shadowhunter world, so I don't know. If you guys want to see, most people would remove The Dark Artifices. Alright, so your next one is which one must go? Percy Jackson and the Olympians. Oh, this is easy. Heroes of Olympus, so good. Percy Jackson, the OG, so good. And then 70% of people. Trials of Apollo isn't bad. It's just it doesn't have that same nostalgic value, and it just isn't as good as the Heroes of Olympus and Percy Jackson. Who are these characters? Who's Dorian? Who is Rowan? Who's Kale? Who in the world are these characters? I have no absolute clue, so I'm going to go search that up. Okay, so I honestly don't know, because Dorian could be anyone, Rowan could be, I have no clue. Someone's going to have to fix my stupidity in the comments. Which one must go? Stained Edges? Never. Character art and bonus scenes. Character art. I'm not much of an artistic person. Well, I love looking at character art. I just love bonus scenes that add to the story, and we get more of our favorite characters. And Stained Edges, so beautiful. How long is this? Oh, that's the last question. Okay. I don't think I'm going to do the next quiz because this video already looks like it's going to be super long. I might, I don't know. So which one must go? Cliffhanger, open ending, or epilogue? I like cliffhangers, so it's between, do I want the ending to be open to interpretation, or do I just want it to be sealed off? Epilogues. I mean, theories are so good. I love watching theories. People would just go with open endings? Okay. Alright, so I think I'm going to end there. I have no clue how you say that. I know exactly how long this video is, and I know it is over 1 minute, but if you want me to do the other quiz, which I'll leave both quiz in the description, then comment down below, because it's pretty long I was going to do, but it's really, really long. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please leave it a like, comment down below if you want me to do the other quiz, or just any thoughts you had about this video. I always respond to comments. I love getting them. Subscribe. I post fun, bookish videos. Well, I think they're fun. Every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Well, that's going to change very quickly because of school. I'll see you guys next time with another video. Bye.